3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh. Yay!
You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts are
Facts
what
matter. We say forget your feelings because we have a 5-minute window where it's gonna get real. Savage AF, we're here brought to you by these two dudes.
I'm Black Pedro.
And I'm comedian Shang. And you need to check us out like we all now, like normally. I had a very intensive doctor appointment yesterday. I was there for an hour and change, getting and everything is good. My colonoscopy came back good. That means my colon is healthy. I'm not gonna get it checked again in 3 years because they said they found a little polyp and it was benign, but you got to do that. And everything else was good. Blood pressure is perfect. So that was bad. Now it's better. Since my surgery, my blood pressure's been fucking bad, very horrible.
Yeah, it's all good.
Very horrible. But now they got me on medication and my cardio, my cardio. Well, they did the thing with my heart.
The cardiograph.
I'm good. And I thought I wasn't gonna be good. I still gotta lose. 36 pounds.
You got it, man.
Dang, man.
Lentils, man. Good lentils. Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm really cutting out a lot. And he said, no more rice. Try to stay away from rice.
Oh yeah, man. All that rice, bread, all that just turns.
No, because of the rice and nuts. Don't say shit. Nuts can stick in your colon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did not know that. Well, now y'all know that. So what what I'm saying? So, and if I do eat rice, he said no more than a handful like this. It can't even be bigger than your hand.
Okay. So let's go. All right, Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang.
Yeah.
We are here for you guys healthily, right?
Healthily. 3 p.m. Wait, watch this. 3 p.m. to how you know?
3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
4 p.m.
Monday through Friday, live, YouTube and Facebook. If you ever miss us live, wow, that's your responsibility.
That's a responsibility. You know what? And you need to take accountability for your screw ups in your life if you don't follow us. Now, when you do follow us, the main thing you should do is everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. You go to the thing that's scrolling down there. You know what it is. Look at it scrolling. Look at my hand. I don't know why I'm doing that, but my hand. I'm a crab. Look at my hand right there. All right, when you get there, what you supposed to do? You know what you're supposed to do. The bell. You make sure you click the bell. Tell them what else we need, which helps the algorithm. I'm gonna just give you a hint. We need some thumbs,
y'all.
Hit them and comments. Hit them with that. Very, very, very important. I just found this out. I do a lot of research. Pedro don't do no research. He don't do no fucking research. I do. I do. He said I am doing research.
I look for liquor and then I research for it after.
Right. So no, in the research it said that you have to make sure that you comment and give us thumbs up and share. That is what helps the algorithm of the show. And I know that it's very dominant the way it rolls in, but we need this. You do that. Now, once you do that, you're going to feel better about yourself. Guess what? Every woman you ever met, guys, will for some reason, just give you oral out the blue.
Okay.
Every woman that's out there, the dude of your dreams will give you everything you want if you do that.
I'm not sure. Speaking of doing research, I'm not sure we have the numbers on that, but
I heard. That's what I heard.
There you go. Speaking of heard it, man, and to all the ladies out there, we see you. Nicole H. Miss Adverb, we are here. So just chill out. Damani Jones, Kevin Keith, I see you. AJ Fitz in the building. Miss Adverb says, please grow your hair back, Pedro. Listen.
I think it looks really good. I
That's
think
what
he
hair
looks
do, but I'm going
okay.
back.
I'm gonna look, and I ain't trying to listen. I ain't trying to sleep with Pedro. Okay,
No,
but I'm gonna put it out there. It looks. I like the other one. It was kind of funky, but that looks really good on him. Like some people look different with the cut. Mine is woolly under here, but you need that is nice.
I just need to get I need to get a do-rag so I can lay the waves down really for you ladies.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but and AJ Fit, I have already looked into it. Try intermittent fasting, 16-hour fasting is what I looked into. I also talked to them about increasing my steps for the day, which has been hard because I had surgery on my foot. I had glass in my foot, and they had to remove a bunch of glass from my foot.
That sucks.
Remember when I was walking around with that boot on? Yeah, that was because of that. So, but aside from that, you know what's more important than the glass in my foot or my health? It's more important my health. Is that you follow us on the goddamn Instagram. It's right by at Black Pedro. Boom, boom, back, boom, 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 back. Black to Black Pedro. That's the new Black Pedro singer.
Black to Black Pedro.
And follow me at Comedian Shang on the IG. I've been getting a little static from some of the stuff I posted on IG, and I want everybody to know everybody can kiss my ass. The stuff that I posted was true.
Speaking of kiss my ass, Miss Aver says he looks old. You're literally the only person who said
ever. He doesn't.
This is how I know it's you, and that you old. Oh, and then she goes in harder. Old and creepy.
Wow, Miss Aver. And wait a minute. Why am I? What does that mean?
You're the one behind on child support payments, and I'm the creepy one.
I'm the creepy one.
Hey, you show up at my show without paying for nan, baby.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Pedro? Still climbing out a window.
Okay.
I don't even know what that means, man. I don't even know what climbing out of windows mean. I ain't had no ass.
I think that's the glass in the foot.
Oh no. That was a plate glass window shattered, and when it fell, it hit my foot. And then when I tried to step back, I stepped on it more, and it got in my foot. So I had to get a bunch of glass taken out my foot, and it was a lot of blood. Huh? I was barefoot. I mean, a lot of blood. Like but I wasn't freaked out. I was like, okay. And then they got the initial glass out, but there was still some that went up, and my skin grew over it. I was just walking with a limp going, oh, and it was skin grew over. So they had to go back in. And that's when you saw me. I remember I had to go do shows with a big ass. I had a big ass boot on for like months because I couldn't walk on it until it healed. But aside from that,
damn, I was trying to be funny.
I know I made it all sad.
Like, I lost 3 toes that day, and you're like, hey, what?
Yeah, and the glass actually fell on a baby. So, and then when it was just bad. No, I know what you mean, man. But aside from that, we got some shit to talk about today. But I'm gonna let you know something I want to talk to you about before. And Pedro didn't know this is going. I mean, listen. I had a show last night at the Comedy Store, which is the most frustrating club in the world. But I mean, the crowd was good, and we are getting closer to the edit. The edit is in full swing for Black Pedro's comedy special, coming your way soon. But it's not. Well, you'll see. It's called Engaged. And I talked to the editor, and we're going to do some more work on it. And when you see it, you're going to be absolutely pleased. But we definitely need your support when it comes out on whatever platform. We need you to check it out and share it with your friends.
More. Stay tuned, y'all. More to come on that. Yeah, but yeah, he said he's getting into that line cut. So we're looking forward to seeing it, man. Savage AF, you know what it is, man. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, facts matter. Yeah, motherfuckers.
You know what it is,
that's
man.
That's my song called "Yeah, Motherfuckers." That's also coming out with Blackity Black, but Black Pedro is gonna be the B side of that, and y'all look out for it.
You know what, man? I do have to take a moment as we begin this show because I usually shout out the day of the week and the date just for posterity.
Right.
But it is Tuesday, June 13th, 2023 in the time-space continuum. And I just wanted to take a moment to say that on this day,
On
in
this
the
day,
year 1999, the year of your Lord, I arrived in this city of Los Angeles on June 13th, 1999. So this is my
wait a minute.
24th.
You were here before me?
Hey man, somebody had to pave the way, brother.
That's true. That's true.
It's all pioneering, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about pioneering. Yeah.
Somebody had to
Okay.
kick in the door for you, bro.
Hey, look, I
No,
got to
but
give you the
24 years ago today, I arrived here in this city called Los Angeles.
we're talking anyway. I just saw Rita bigged you up, and she said, "Oh, I gotta talk to Pedro." Because when I was down there at the Prov. But aside from that, this today is a monumental, historic day.
Why niggas be tripping though? Real quick, Kevin
What?
Keith was like, engaged to comedy before you divorce the white women. They call that double dipping. Listen, brother,
Wow,
I've always
y'all
had one
starting
chick
off
when I seen
heavy.
comedy, man. These other ladies
I
trying.
think comedy would be one of your first loves.
She's been the only one that stayed with me after all these
Exactly.
years.
I would say comedy for me would be my third love. I
I hate
number
Miss
two,
Adverb today.
Miss Adverb is
She's saying I got Listerine in my glass. Whatever. I stay fresh. You know what I'm saying?
well, yeah, you got Listerine in your douche. Shut your mouth, whore. No,
Wow, that went deep. Hey,
you know why? Because your crotch is disgusting. That's the worst shit. Why we 11 minutes in and we going in the paint? Listen, Miss Ever, I'm
Maya
gonna be up
Baker.
your way soon, and then when you can beat my ass, then. But I'm gonna throw blows now. Throw those bows. Cadillac grills, Cadillac. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. All right, man. So we will get into it, though. It is Tuesday, June 13th, 2023, time space continuum. Black Pedro, comedian Shane. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. This is Savage AF, y'all. And today, it's federal indictment day. What y'all wearing? You know what I'm saying? Let me see them fits. Y'all send them to it. But yesterday, and somebody said we weren't on yesterday, but we were. I did a little Dro Solo real quick to celebrate Indictment Day Eve. You know what I mean?
Because that's very important. I put up a little Indictment Day tree, but I took it back down.
Yeah, there you go.
It had little tiny bulbs of Trump getting sodomized.
You like, and 37 counts of felonies.
Yeah, no, I mean this is the wild shit with this. Okay, Trump.
All right, so let's set it up real quick. Just
Okay,
for
because
those
there's
who
something
might
I
be
got to
living
tell
under a
you
rock.
that I think is hilarious. His defense.
So for those who might be living under a rock, today Trumpty Dumpty in Miami in a courthouse was indicted and officially indicted, arraigned, arrested. Again, this is white guy arrest. He walked back out, but 37 counts, all surrounding his handling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, Bedminster, and I believe at least one other location. But other than that, this is Trumpty Dumpty today. This is the first time in history because he has been indicted already in New York on a local charge, but of tax evasion, and that's from Alan Bragg. But this is the first time.
Not just tax evasion, also using election funds.
Oh yeah, misuse of election.
Misuse of election funds for his hoes.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
This is the, and I believe that was a precedent in and of itself. But this is the first time that a former president has been federally indicted. This is the Department of Justice, headed by your favorite guy, Merrick Garland.
No, I thought you were going to say he's really headed by
who appointed that guy, Jack
Smith.
He was actually a robot sent from the future.
Yo,
Troy, all bullshit.
Yeah,
right. This is a no nonsense guy who reportedly stared Trump down as Trump exited with his detail.
Yeah, looked at him
This dude just stared at him like,
under
gotcha.
his breath, he said, "Yeah, bitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
bitch. I
you
got
mine,
you,
pussy.
bitch.
But
What
so
you gonna
that's
do,
the
bitch?"
setup. Trump today in court, first time former president ever being federally indicted.
Indicted.
Shane, hit him with it.
No, I want to let you know. One, this is the wildest shit because, of course, he pleaded not guilty because he's a narcissist on a level. He thinks that everything is perfect when he does it. But the wild shit is this is his defense. He's saying that Trump now claims classified documents were planted in Mar-a-Lago boxes in the wild arraignment morning rant. He
Yeah.
actually said it was planted there.
It's
They
too
got
late.
audio of you, bitch. What?
There's video. He's
There's
done. He just
video.
did a thing with Hannity a little while ago. And
Yes.
Hannity was like, let's move on. He's like, no, I took the boxes. I can do that. It's my
I can
right.
do what I
I'm the
want.
president. I can do whatever I want. I own the documents. I thought about classifying, declassifying, therefore they were declassified. And my thoughts are declassifications.
Now-
it's a whole, I have a department of the government inside my head. And when
I can do what I want.
then that government is working.
I was supposed to be cast in the X-Men as Professor Xavier, but they wouldn't do it
Magneto's my
because I
brother.
wasn't the right body type. They said I couldn't fit in the wheelchair, which I was very disgusted by. But the bottom line is, right now, this is the other thing that they said they're going to actually they might add another charge on there because he did basically in this situation, just like he did with January 6th, incite violence. So did the one woman from Arizona said that if you think you're going to take our president down, all right, then we will show. We're all card-carrying members of the NRA, and we're going to show up and show out and all of
Who was
that
that?
stuff.
Carrie Lake?
Carrie Lake, and it's Carrie Lake. But Trump also threatened.
I swear, on a good day, she looks like a light-skinned black woman.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
not really though.
no, man.
But
When,
soon as
like,
she
when
talks,
she's tan, I'm like, you sure you ain't got no Negro in you?
not one little bit of Negro.
A wee drop of.
But
she's an octoroon.
10,000 people were supposed to go down to Miami and start some ruckus. Now, there was also people who were actually like, yay, Trump is going to be indicted. There was a lot of people. There was a whole bunch of people that were down there for that. So they were fighting. There was a couple scuffles where they were fighting with scuffles. Yeah, a little
scufflers.
Scuffles. Trump supporters and protesters at rally were going back and forth. There was some actual physical, violence, but it wasn't heavy. It wasn't nothing heavy. And there was a guy dressed in the burglar outfit, and he was just talking shit to them.
That chain gang.
Yeah, he was talking shit to them, and one of the people that didn't like what he was saying attacked him because he had this. Yeah, and this dude went a little too far on his protest, but he was running beside the cars that were bringing Trump in with this on.
Well, here's the other thing that lock him up. It's funny because and Breezy JJ's coming in hot. She said he committed perjury too, and by the way, and I totally agree. And by the way, perjury as well as defamation, which he was found liable for in the E. Jean Carroll case. Perjury and defamation are just fancy words for motherfucking liar. Okay.
Liar. Liar.
Speaking of lock him up, right?
What's up,
we do realize that in 2018, Trumpty Dumpty signed a bill into law that increased the sentencing for the mishandling of federal documents from 1 to 5 years in terms of the minimum. And yeah, totally on some Pinocchio shit. What did JoJo F say? Damn, I better get my piece because that Trump cult is crazy. You ain't got one yet, girl? Where you been? Welcome to the show, JoJo F. This is my first time seeing your name. Welcome to it.
Let me tell you what the problem is.
We've been talking about this for years now.
Yeah, I've been trying it. He knows I want to get a piece, but right now I got nunchucks and throwing stars. So
and blow darts.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get it in, but don't look at that. Look at that, motherfucker. You see that shit, motherfucker? You didn't even see it coming. 2 fingers. Pah! All right, but the bottom line is he tried to intimidate Jack Smith online, but when he was in front of Jack Smith, he wouldn't even keep eye contact And Jack Smith was trying to look him in the eye like, yeah, bitch.
What was that shit you had said though?
Yeah, I mean,
But and another, I mean, I think it's just
keep
another,
that same energy.
yeah, and another just kind of like snafu that he put up for himself, Trump, that is that, you know, this law that I was mentioning that he signed into, because, you know, he came in campaigning off of the Hillary shit, and
Right.
it's just like anybody who can't, you know, doesn't understand the meaning of classified and top secret and can't handle documents properly should be prosecuted. He then went on 2 years later to sign into law an increase in the minimum sentencing for those
Right.
found guilty of doing it, and now he's doing it, and the very law he signed, you know, I believe will absolutely eventually lead to a you know, a higher sentencing for him based on his own words. So, you know, when you talk about a motherfucker that just can't shut up, I mean, he done talked himself out of some good pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
America was into you, motherfucker, and then you just worked your way right on
right.
out of this
But
shit.
okay, this is the other shit about it that I think is important for everybody to know. Now, his followers are not paying attention to anything pertaining to law, even though they say they're the law and order party. They're not the law and order party. They're full of shit. Their mama's full of shit. If you go to their house and you check their lineage, they from a long line of full of shit.
It's a
And
shit
you know what I'm
tree.
saying? Look at their dog. They dog full of shit.
His name was Turd Burger.
Turd burger. And look at their fish. Look at their fish. Whole bunch of full of shit fish. I mean, their whole family.
You talking about Mr. Dookie Hat?
Yeah, of course,
What's the
Dookie
name of
Hat.
it?
Everybody know Dookie Hat.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you right now, this is the wildest shit about it. And I'm going to actually show you a video where he actually said this. What he's basically going to come back and bite him in the ass. I'm going to send the video, and we're going to put it up in a minute. I'm going to send
This
it to
adverb
myself
says,
right now.
let's not even forget the embezzling he did. I mean,
Oh, of course.
if
He's
you
done so much
dig too
stuff.
deep, the well is endless. But I mean, you know, in this instance, this is one of those cases. Along with here's another fantastic delight that I picked up on today that I was not.
Afternoon delight.
Man, shouldn't we do it? Jack Smith, aka Robo Terminator, cop from the future, also has a January 6th case going. I didn't even realize, dog.
Yeah,
He's got a whole other case in DC that would be based in DC because that was the epicenter of that crime. But Jack Smith is also doing a January 6th federal investigation that, as we saw last summer, I think the January 6th committee, the congressional committee led by Benny Thompson and Liz Cheney, was very thorough in laying out you know, a sort of patternistic roadmap that kind of illustrated conspiracy to overthrow the election through the White House, through the Oval Office, through Donald Trump. And if you got Jack Smith on that, man, you know, this is and so that means that all of the election fraud shit that Trump has said post-election that he has never stopped saying will all
that he's
be
still saying. It's in an ad right now for Biden.
and liable in court.
The Biden ad is actually side by side with Biden, and not, I'm not a huge fan of Biden, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
JoJo F.
No,
Hold on. Before we get,
I ain't giving nobody no money.
JoJo F said, "Do you all think he'll serve time?" Now, JoJo F,
no.
If you're new to this show, just know that Shang at this point is potentially $9 million in debt.
Not 9 million. It ain't 9 million. It's a lot.
I don't have the exact numbers, but
it's 10,000.
If you want to make money, JoJo F, bet that Trump is going to jail because Shang says Trump is not going to jail. I say Trumpty Dumpty is definitely going to jail.
No, he's not going
to jail. I think multiple times in different states that when this nigga gonna finish in New York and then have to go to a DC jail, from a DC jail to a Georgia prison, from Georgia prison to a Florida prison. Like this nigga is going to jail.
They're not going to transfer him to jail. He's not going to be doing a jail tour. Okay,
but his rallies are going to be.
And this is the wild shit.
Security, sure,
right?
Sure.
Granted, but
definitely federally
Not going
funded.
to jail, and that's for everybody in here. I'm not giving you $10,500 because he is not going to jail. He's not going to spend one day in jail. Just like they let him go to gay, he's going to let him go for all of this. He
Well,
might
he
be,
hasn't been convicted of anything, so
yeah.
he posted bail or whatever the process is,
Keep
whatever.
going.
Yeah, he can Trumpy Dumpty. This an indictment, an arraignment, an arrest isn't going to keep unless you're a young black man who's just been scooped up by the police on the streets. But typically, an arrest like this for a white guy like this is not going to lead to you being automatically in jail, for the rest of your life for any extended period of time. Most people have, an out. Like you can post bail. Or at least the opportunity to. Jojo F says he's Teflon Trump. All right,
He's
so
not
I'm
going.
glad you brought up that word specifically, Jojo, because earlier you were also on weaponry and your potential need to arm up. So here's the thing: there's no real such thing as bulletproof, especially in terms of body armor, right? Like,
That's not true.
no. Listen, there is a caliber of bullet that will blow your.
Oh yeah, but who has that? Other than
No. All I'm
RoboCop.
saying, so listen, I'm just keeping it real. There, you can shoot a Teflon vest enough, and eventually it will fail.
Okay.
With the right amount and right caliber of bullets, you can absolutely, get through a Teflon vest. So I'm
Okay.
saying all that to say that. And yesterday I was talking about John Gotti came up, and that motherfucker
You
died
mean
in
John
prison.
Gotti three? The third got his ass
Yeah, and
handed to him by Mayweather.
And
It
then
was
and then the Gotti
bad.
daughter, Gian or somebody, whatever her name is, she was saying racist thing about Mayweather and his kids and his family, blah, blah, blah. But all
Oh
of that
no,
is to
there
say
was a
that
whole bunch of fights. There was a whole bunch of fights. Hey, shut your mouth, you black bastard! You son of a bitch!
yeah.
You
But
beat my son, John Gotti. You beat my son.
the original John Gotti, who had the nickname Teflon Don, because he was a Don in the mafioso.
And they couldn't get him for nothing.
Eventually went down. Eventually was not Teflon. Eventually died of cancer in prison. You know what I mean? Like, so with
Okay.
Trumpy Dumpty, my point is, if you keep hitting them with these bullets, which the DOJ and state and local officials are doing as well, the Teflon will fail.
Okay.
There's
Well,
no such thing as
okay.
bulletproof.
Now let me
Even
tell
a
you why.
Teflon vet, you can still get shot in the head.
Okay, check
So,
this out. Okay,
it ain't always gonna keep you alive.
Pedro normally is a smart human being, but right now
I've been
one of the
drinking. I've been drinking.
one of the dumbest dudes in the world from even saying that.
Right
I mean,
now,
just
pretty
like
failure.
if there was levels of dumb, that was just dumb. Okay, he's a white supremacist, white nationalist president in a white nationalist supremacist country. They are not going to let him spend time in jail. That is not going to happen. Now, the footage I wanted y'all to see. Now, even with this footage, which is pretty much saying you're guilty, they're still not going to do it because he said this 4 or 5 years ago. Here it is.
I'm going to enforce all laws concerning the protection of classified information. We can't have someone in the Oval Office who doesn't understand the meaning of the word confidential or classified.
One of the first things we must do is to enforce all classification rules.
We also need the best protection of classified information.
Wow. Do you see what he just
times
did?
I've agreed with Trump ever.
Okay, ever. I mean,
And now it comes back to bite him.
but
To the point which Ms. Averb says, "Welcome to the NFTI show, niggas for Trump's imprisonment." The only show where we count up the charges and count down the days. Amen, girl.
and this is the wild shit. He actually said that it was planted there. Nobody planted all this shit. Nobody planted.
Nigga, there's boxes behind those curtains, that shower curtain.
Yeah.
Right? There's boxes behind that too. Like, we're not even seeing. By the way, that's a cheap ass toilet.
That toilet. Yeah, look at
All that ornamentation, I can already see that looks like a, oh man, that looks like a clinical hospital toilet.
It is, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now, even with all of that, it's not gonna happen. So I don't owe y'all nothing. I ain't giving y'all shit because he ain't gonna go to jail. Now, and even though we know he's wrong, and I know some of y'all celebrating, I know some of y'all like, oh yeah, yeah,
Yes.
not happening. It's not happening. Trump has an attitude because he knows something we don't know. At least we don't admit. Trump realizes that the country is a supremacist country. He realizes it to his core because he rolls with those people, elitist people on
He's a
that level.
drumpf.
Yeah, he knows
Motherfucker
it.
is a Nazi descendant.
So, in turn, now my attitude is, that's how I feel about it. But the bottom line is, let's keep it real. All the stuff he's done, all of the shit he spewed, and he still ain't in jail. We just showed you evidence here on Savage AF. We just showed you evidence. Savage AF, which is above us, you see it, Savage AF, which is also on not only on the YouTube but on the Facebook, Savage A.F. And I know people were celebrating. Oh, he's indicted. He's indicted. I'm telling you, it don't mean shit.
Well, that's how it happened. That's how you get to jail. Got to get indicted first.
He ain't going to jail.
First step to jail is indictment, unless again you're just
now
a
the Trump
young
supporter
Negro walking down the street.
Yeah.
And
now they're threatening Jack Smith and his wife, and they don't know this Mr. Smith is not the one you want to mess with.
He will send his kids back to the future and then not even give a fuck about you. I'm telling you, this man is not from our time.
Yeah,
he landed naked in the middle of a freeway in Southern California.
Right.
In a bubble of energy.
Nice jacket. And then he just, no, I'm telling you right now, that you could say what you want, all you people in the feed think what you want. I'm not giving you $10,500 because you ain't gonna get it. First off, what? Not for a brother, Pedro.
No, and that's why I recognize that, Breezy JJ. I know that Black people, men, women, children get snatched up off the street illegally by the police and incarcerated unjustly. What's his name? Browder? Khalil Browder? Sorry.
I'm not sure.
The young man who he was like, the cops just, he fit the description and ended up in Rikers for 3 years without ever being charged officially.
Oh, for a backpack. Yeah.
Yeah, for some backpack.
And he ended up killing himself because he couldn't help it. He was he became very disturbed because of the prison life and also being beaten and raped so many times
and starved and
starved. So, but see that's what I'm telling you. They're not going to do that to Trump. Now I like Jack Smith. I like him more than Merrick. I think Merrick Garland is the biggest bitch in the world. He's a bitch. His family's a bitch. And check this out. If you go to his house, guess what the rug's made of? Bitch hair. It's all, he's a bitch. So we know that. We already know that nothing he says. Merrick Garland's a softy, soft, yogurty ass. And you know that. If he wouldn't have got Jack Smith, the shit wouldn't even got this far.
Right. So I want to circle back really quickly because I didn't want to gloss over that. I was right on the last name Browder. The brother's name was Khalif Browder. And the reason I bring it up, because I have been saying through this process here that it's hard for us as Black people in general to recognize how legally violent this is. I'm using air quotes for those who are just listening, but how legally violent this is for a white guy like Trump. That's why he's up in arms. That's why he's frothing at the mouth. It's because he doesn't believe he would ever be treated like this, right? He thought he had all of the things. And I juxtapose that to, the treatment of a brother like Khalif Browder or Tamir Rice, George Floyd, and any Philando Castile,
me,
like any of these, right. So, but like we're used to such actual physical violence that even ends in death before you even get to the trial that it's hard for us to see how aggressive the police, DOJ, Merrick Garland, are being with Trumpty Dumpty. But what I would like us to recognize is that this is the equivalent of, and
Right,
I
for
don't mean
him.
I don't mean to take this lightly, but this would be the equivalent of Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck. And
Well, that's a little.
no. I just mean in terms of for a white guy who
a very
he's
pampered,
just going
rich,
to the
a
store.
very
He's just
pampered,
going.
rich, sheltered white guy.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying, he's Trumpy Dumpty in his mind is just going to the store, right? Like he's just doing some everyday shit, a little bit of lying and cheating to get some money, right? Like everyday shit that he shouldn't be
I hear what you're
persecuted
saying,
for.
Pedro, but I think
And all of a sudden, Merrick Garland and Jack Smith have their knee on his neck.
Merrick Garland.
What
Don't
the
say Merrick
fuck?
Garland. Merrick Garland is man.
Obviously, they're not the same thing. That's not what I'm saying.
All I know when he came out of the womb, he had little bunny ears on and bunny hands because he's a bunny. Shut up. He's a little sad little bunny. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I know a lot of people are happy, and then a lot of people are celebrating, going, "Yay, yeah." It's not. No, it's not gonna be any justice gonna happen, and I'm not gonna have to pay none of y'all no money. Now the Republicans are losing their fucking minds. The Republicans are losing their mind. Did you read what Miss Abrams said?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't understand
because I don't know C-19. She says, "Do you think a president like Obama would have handled C-19 like Trump did? He was planted. He's going down one way or another. He was the new age Nixon, the distraction. I don't know C-19, Miss Abrams.
C-19 is COVID-19.
Oh, is that what she means?
Yeah.
So do we think Obama would have handled Okay, so here we go. With Obama, there was Ebola. That was the potential crisis.
That was his COVID.
But not because the Obama administration made very aggressive moves in terms of lockdowns and tracking and like tracking cases and locking down those individuals who had not only contracted but been in contact with somebody who had contracted Ebola, to isolate the virus, the disease, and eliminate it from the population before it spread. And these were things that were not done during COVID-19. So if you ask me, I think Obama would have handled it differently.
Better.
I'm saying he already did. Kevin Key said, I need to pocket check Trump with that raggedy ass bathroom. I'm nowhere near touching a Billy, and my shit is way flyer. Yeah, again, that's a Mar-a-Lago bathroom.
Yeah.
Maybe at his properties, Trump's personal bathrooms are better. But if you're telling me that this is, obviously you can see why they used it as a storage room. Because
and Ebola was not Miss Ever. We know that Ebola wasn't C-19. Okay, stop it.
But what we're talking, but if you're asking about a response to,
we saw how he responded.
Viral threat.
One's an adult. One wasn't an adult. Trump wasn't an adult. He was acting like a fucking child. He acted like a petulant child. And he was like anything he could do to go against what the doctor was saying because he felt he was smarter than the doctors. That's nothing but fucking high level narcissism, thinking I know everything to every answer in the world. And in fact, he's the same person that said he wanted people to drink bleach for COVID. He's a fucking idiot, and anybody tries to act like he is. Now, I'm happy that he's getting a little bit. I feel good. I feel good that he got a little indictment on his ass. But I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna do shit.
Two different indictments,
but it still ain't. You know what? It still ain't shit. It ain't shit. Well, and even though the Republicans are losing their shit over it, they losing their shit over it. They are losing their shit. But the bottom line is, it ain't gonna change a goddamn thing. Why do y'all okay, I'm gonna say this to all the people in the feed, and you can attack me all you want. How dumb are you?
What?
How dumb are all you people that think he's going to jail?
Brother, I think you're being too cynical about it. Like at a certain point,
everybody dumb.
No,
everybody.
No. Like some of this shit is not escapable, especially when, like, okay, so with the Mar-a-Lago documents alone, right? He is on record.
No.
Like, no. He's on record saying Yes, I took them. They are mine. They're like, okay, but no, you have to give these back. Okay, fine. Here, take these. And then months later, they're like,
No.
this isn't everything you're supposed to give back. And he's like, okay, fine, take these. And they're like, bitch, we're coming to knock down the door. And so then they have to finally go knock down the door, right? And go get the actual, records that they've been asking for over and over again. Okay, so and all of that being said, he's the whole time admitting, like, yes, and so the issue is like, did you take these documents? Did you know you took these documents, right? And did you give them back when we asked for them?
You're making my
In all
head
three of those
hurt.
cases, he is proving that he, yes, did take the documents.
It doesn't
yes,
matter.
Knew he took the documents.
Doesn't matter.
And then also willfully did not give them back.
Okay, let me just say first off,
believes they
Nicole
are his.
Sandler, you say I'm dumb. No, you're dumb. You're dumb. I'm all right. No, you're not dumb. I'm joking. None of you people are dumb. The bottom line is, I think that you're a little misinformed, because if you look at the history of it, even Nixon didn't go to jail. Okay, and Nixon flat out pulled a caper. Thank you so much, sir. All right, be safe. I think that if you look at it, how throughout history, name one president, even presidents that pull some real chicanery. And yeah, I don't use that word every chance I try to use that word every chance I get. Chicanery.
To the thesaurus.
And Nicole, don't you tell me to shut up. I'll tell you to shut up. I like you, Nicole. Let's wrestle. Listen, I'm telling you right now. I'm not paying y'all $11,000. I'm not paying not one of y'all $11,000.
It's supposed to be
gonna happen
for like each person.
It's for each person. That's 11,000 each. It's not gonna happen. Okay, we had a day. Boom, boom, boom. Trump indicted. But guess what? He tiptoed his ass right out of the court. He didn't have no ink on his hands because he did it digitally. They didn't take a mug shot because they're giving him all these set-asides. He's been doing corrupt shit his whole life, and they've always let him go. White supremacy.
Now they got his fingerprints, dog. But he's
gonna run to.
Man,
He's allowed
listen,
to fly anywhere he can go in the country. They didn't.
These are aggressive moves, man. These are aggressive.
No, it's not.
Moves.
If that, what aggressive moves are, Pedro? You can't go out of the country. You are restricted to Florida, just like they would do anybody else that was indicted for this shit. You're not allowed to fucking communicate with that. You have a gag order because you're not allowed to talk shit and put threats on the DOJ's fucking wife.
Where's he gonna disappear to?
Where's he gonna disappear to?
Where's Donald? Like, this nigga gonna be in Cuba with Tupac?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. I'm first off, okay. Tupac's not in Cuba. I was kicking it with him in Inglewood the other day. He been here. If he's an old Tupac.
Jojo F, by the way, in response to Miss Adverbs earlier too, I would think is Obama put a pandemic playbook in place and Trump disbanded it when he got into office. So
right,
that's just that'll settle that argument there. But sneeze. Ooh, I fought it off. Hey, I almost sneezed. But Trumpty Dumpty here in this case he's just in this specific case is admitting out loud that he did everything he was not supposed to do.
Okay.
Right now he is scrambling to find a local attorney to represent him because
his attorneys bounced out on him.
Well, you gotta. Well, and also those who are involved, all of them might not be licensed to
in Florida
litigate in Florida. Yes,
right. So, but the one lawyer that came down, they said he's a very competent lawyer. That came down from New York to Florida. He has a license in Florida. He has a license in New York. But I still say that. And by the way, all this waste of time. And money for someone who will not see time. Thank you, AJ Fit. Hold on for a second, AJ Fit. I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah, man.
He ain't gonna see no
never
time.
Go full hard, guys. Here's the thing.
Sorry. You go park retard.
No, man. Listen, I listen, AJ. Again, there are just too many cases, too many charges already existing. Plus those pending.
West Georgia.
It's just too much. And because like the January 6th thing Here's another one, and
that ain't
this
even come up yet.
if you go back through the archives, and that's why you should be on our YouTube channel. If you go back through our archives, I have clearly stated many times that one of the clearest crimes I thought that were committed was the fake elector shit. Right? It's like literally they have documentation of people that they were trying to just replace and use to supplant, official electors,
Right.
just to get their own result, which to me always looked like very clear-cut conspiracy.
But
I
they
don't
can't.
know
But
if they're able to make those
no.
links all the way up to
You
Trump.
can't. You can't link it. Right. The reason.
But Jack Smith has an investigation going.
He has an investigation
If you
going
think he's a
now.
badass man,
Okay,
if
he
you
is
think the boy got skills, then I'm gonna go ahead and bet on him.
Are you gonna bet on Jack Smith? And I'm saying always bet on Jack. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, you can't really link that to if Trump gave the order unless you have some kind of smoking gun that he did or did give the order. So that one is not as strong, even as Georgia. I personally said, even more than Mar-a-Lago, I think that the fact that he did that shit in Georgia about he needed a certain amount of votes, that and they caught him on fucking audio saying that is a more clear-cut case than what he even did with, hey, I know I'm not supposed to have this, but you can finagle that. You can't finagle. I want you to find some more votes. The point is, even with all that, if we, I said it on stage once, I got booed. I said we could find him in the middle of the street with his thumb in a baby's asshole, and his people will find some kind of way to justify it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just there's no way that this country is going to do that. No
AJ,
way.
there's no reason to bring Stevie Wonder into this, brother.
Wow. Yeah, I think you're a little wrong right there, man.
Like myself, dog.
You know what I mean? I love Stevie Wonder's music, okay?
Stevie Wonder's a musical genius.
And first off, you better watch your ass. AJ Fit, when I see you, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take your hand. And
AJ says Chump. That's his nickname, his moniker for Trumpty Dumpty. Chump will see prison when Stevie Wonder can see a clear sunset. But you know what? Stevie can feel.
He can feel the
warmth
sun.
of the sun and the rays.
Okay, but aside from the indictment,
Kevin Keith just randomly says Stevie can see. Well, so we're gonna need evidence of that. Unless you mean metaphorically, like he could see with his hands, see with his ears, see with his sense of touch. I guess
I'm having work done.
That's all good, bro. Yeah, man, get that work in, bro.
Yeah, my sink, but they're good now. No, okay, all right. But aside from this indictment,
I can't even say the stuff that Mrs. Adverb is posting right now. She's on some JFK shit right now. No, don't put that up. It's flag. It's all flag shit. Miss Adverb trying to bring us down right now, and you are Minister of Defense. God damn it. No, I'm telling you, dog. Don't post any. It's
okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this then because Pedro. Look, I'm gonna give credit to Pedro. Pedro is usually on point. I'd say I'm gonna give him a good 60%. I'm gonna give him a 60%.
The Detroit public school system.
Yeah, but you know what? But let me tell you something about Detroit. I just worked with a comic from Detroit last night, and other than he was fantastic. And I told him that you Detroit comics are funny. Downtown Tony Brown, if he didn't, do a lot of cocaine, he would have been one of the top comics ever. But the bottom line is, if you look at the history of Trump, if you look at the history of how the Democrats and the Republicans have dealt with Trump, they are all in the business of making sure he gets off. In fact, the even hint that Biden, with his bitch ass, is going to pardon, even if Trump gets the business from Jack Smith, and Biden is going to pardon him, to even hint that shows how much bitch they are. Yeah, you Biden, you.
I don't think they really hinted at that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I feel like
y'all didn't hear that. Yeah, but
I feel like he's denounced that since then.
He's trying to distance himself from it all. But and I can't believe you even put Merrick Garland in the mix, because Merrick Garland wouldn't have did shit. We already saw how ineffective he is and how slow he is.
He appointed Jack Smith.
But Jack Smith is the one. Yeah, but Jack Smith.
That's why he appointed him.
Yeah, but Jack Smith is
but Jack Smith is doing what he's doing because Merrick Garland put him on the on the job.
What? Jack Smith is Mr.
No, but listen, this is not Jack Smith. Doesn't just get up and say, I'm going to indict Donald Trump. No. Jack Smith gets a call from Merrick Garland who says, I'm appointing you as special counsel.
Okay, I see what
because
you're
Jack
saying.
Smith is outside of the Department of Justice.
Okay, all right, okay.
So they put in independent, but
This
is
is
a
bullshit.
Merrick Garland
It's
call.
bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay, Jack Smith.
Jack Smith can't be a badass and bullshit.
No, I'm saying Merrick Garland's bullshit. Jack Smith is a rogue robot that decided to go off the farm. He's off the plantation.
No. So here's the thing: if Merrick Garland goes at Donald Trump directly, see, this is like Five Family shit. This is the gangster shit, right? You can't go at another family directly, all right? So what do? You hire a guy on the side. Hey, he doesn't work for me.
I don't even know this guy. He does what he does.
Somebody talking about him. But no, here's the thing. If Merrick Garland goes at Trump directly through,
it looks political. I know that.
Directly through the Department of Justice. And Jeff, I'm about to break it down. Always good to see the brother.
First off, Jeff has two thumbs on one hand, so
but he uses them well.
Yeah. Another thing is Jeff sells knives out of his trunk. So
they all cut. Okay. No, here's the thing. If Merrick Garland goes at Trumpy Dumpty directly through the Department of Justice, then the right, the MAGA, all of that, and they're gonna do what they do, but it's very easy to play the political game even more heavily, right? It's like they're already saying that this is politically driven, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But in reality, this investigation is led by somebody outside of the Department of Justice, right? Somebody approved by both sides, you know what I mean? So this is not.
No, he has an impeccable. No, he has impeccable. When you look at Jack Smith's track record, he's impeccable.
All I'm saying
is outside of what Merrick Garland would have done.
All I'm saying is that Merrick Garland has to, as a boss of a family, the Department of Justice has to keep his hands clean of that. Just like Biden has to keep his hands clean of Merrick Garland.
I understand
Biden can't be seen telling Merrick what to do. Merrick can't be seen telling Jack what to do.
That is the biggest bullshit of all bullshit. If there was
but the job still gets done.
T-Rex bullshit. This is Brontosaurus bullshit. If you see a whole bunch of shit,
we know it's a game.
Pile of shit.
No,
I know it's a game. I'm saying, but in this game, okay, do you know the trial won't be until after the fucking president? We decided.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
No, because they never speed it up. It's always slow.
Which trial?
I know there's 3 trials. Any one of them, they're going to push them off. They're going to fucking stall. They're going to stall like they always do. And guess what? If Trump wins, because we got old ass Biden who is falling off of bikes and shit. And Trump, and people see Trump as strong. He's going to beat DeSantis. He's already 50 points ahead of him, and he's 1,000 points ahead of Chris Christie. So the bottom line is, we might have a president that is doing shit from jail. And this is the wild shit, the Republicans with they bitch ass. And by the way, I'm saying it to you, Republicans. And if you want to see me, I'm going to be at a couple comedy clubs near you. So holla at me, bitches. The bottom line is if 56% of the Republicans, that was my promotion for my shows, 56% of the Republicans are okay with a president that is fucking from jail. His ratings have gone up, Pedro, since he got indicted. The first indictment and all you punk men out there, and all you men, I'm saying you punk bitches, and you bathe in Lake Bitchatana. You talk all this shit, but if you had a daughter, would you want somebody to grab her pussy? But you back a man that says, oh, you could grab a pussy, unfortunately, if you're famous. That's what you talk about. If you had a daughter, would you let that shit happen? Fuck all y'all. That's number one. Number two, I see what you're saying. I understand the game. But there's a certain point where you got to say, fuck the game. Let's indict this motherfucker. Let's speed the process up and get him put in jail. Has that happened? He was already fucking milking the fucking people, if you look at it. He was milking since day one. His daughter and the other, the glittery vampire from, what's the dude's name?
Kushner?
The little skinny vampire dude, when he take his shirt off, he glitter in the sun. Him.
Kushner, yeah.
Yeah, Kushner, him and his daughter left and got $2 billion. They just did some corrupt shit with the fucking PGA. And
The
they
little
still
tournament.
and they know this shit and they let him go. Fuck him and fuck all you Republicans and fuck you progressives that don't fight hard enough and fuck you Democrats that act like pussies and not go hard in the paint. There's a certain point where you got to start punching back instead of let somebody just punch you and fall on the ground. You little silly, sad sack, spineless jellyfish bitches.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good pause.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, there's realistically, I know we speak hyperbolically on this show a lot.
Everything's hyperbolic.
Hey man, but
And by the way, everybody hates Coach Silly. Suck my dick. All right. And I don't mean in a I mean in a prison like you don't want this to happen way, bitch.
There you go.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I lost you for a second, brother.
Hey, no, I get it. And Jeff Keller almost fucked up my most recent Chuck Taylor All-Star purchase, but
you just got a Chuck Taylor?
You know, we were at the club together on the show this past weekend, and he told a joke, and it was a joke, and it's his joke, so I ain't gonna say the joke, but it made me it had motherfuckers rethinking they Chuck Taylors for a minute, just for a minute. But that being said, man, there's so many bits of evidence against this guy. When we talk about speeding up processes and whatever, like again, that's nigga talk. Like for real, that's no. That's how niggas
they speed up the process. They
that's how black
process.
no. That's how black people are used to. Hold on. All I'm saying is that's how black people are used to the justice, quote unquote, system treating us. Is that judge, jury, executioner can all happen in 13 seconds, right? Before you even get anything out or whatever, right? Like your life can end really, really quickly in these interactions with the law.
Right.
So when we see a guy like Trumpty Dumpty, who has obviously committed many, many crimes, not getting shot when he goes to pick up his newspaper in the morning, it looks odd to us because we're like, well, how come this motherfucker gets to walk, breathe, do whatever when he's done all of this shit?
I understand
we recognize that the system treats us differently, right?
Right.
But the system is treating this motherfucker right now, right? Like they are laying their legal hands on this motherfucker, right? This is the equivalent for a really powerful ex-president white dude of being shot through the walls of your house, right? Like he's like, why are they coming at me? And I don't understand. He does, the process for him is like, what the fuck, guys? This is what we do. We rob, we steal, we take money. Wait, what's the problem, right? And he doesn't understand. Just like sometimes black people are like, what's the problem? I'm just walking down the street. I'm just trying to go home. I'm just, So the mentalities honestly are the same. Again, it's going to look very, very different to us. They are not equivalent. But Trump is being violently handled by Jack Smith right now in the court system. It's not going to be shots to the dome. It's not going to be shots in the back while you're running away. But these are shots.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Land Trumpty Dumpty.
Well, we'll see. Wait, before we wrap up, I'm gonna say to everybody, we'll see. But I'm not gonna end up paying y'all $11,500.
You might.
I will not owe you that. And you can have your party, but it ain't gonna happen. Do you understand me?
Hey, just Ichabod Crane. How do you?
I'm just saying you can have your party. And the bottom line is, all you people happy about the indictment and think, oh yeah, shit's going down. No, it's that Pedro can get it. He getting it.
I'm so indicted.
Look at that. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, no, but that was man. When I played that, I love that video. The video. I think I still have it.
You know what it is, man.
Wait, is it still here? No.
Savage AF, you know what it is, man. Listen, that's your show for today. It's a national Federal Indictment Day. Yay! Everybody celebrate good times. But I honestly predict that there will be many more days like this to come, where he'll be federally, locally, statewide, indicted on other things.
Oh, okay, Mr. Smith is.
Jeff Keller says Mr. Smith is going to make Trump bleed.
Wow. You know what? I argue with people about the delusion and pertaining to relationships online. I've been on TikTok going back and forth with this whole crew of women saying that women aren't, because I said a lot of women aren't held accountable for some of their bullshit and some of their, ladder climbing. They're not held accountable for that shit. And these women have been coming at me heavy. And I've been just knocking them down with logic. Okay, because it's just a fact. Women fucking they climb the ladder of success and they want the next best thing, and then they found out that next best thing is fucking around on you too.
You know, Kevin Samuels dies, and then the rise of Shang.
Yes. no, but I'm not coming. I'm not calling.
Are worth none of the numbers you put up.
Yeah.
You gravy-headed motherfuckers.
I'll be calling them names, but I'll be saying, yo, you left your husband because he was cheating. You cheated with another dude that you left your husband with. That means you were cheating in turn to cheat on him. But you say you're a higher level caliber woman.
The second cheat is good. I mean,
right, the second cheat. But then you get with a dude after you cheat with that other dude that cheated on you. When you cheat, a double cheat, and then you cheat, and then he cheats on you, then you are surprised that the cheating goes on. All y'all cheaters.
The rise of Shang, the light-skinned Kevin.
I am not. No, I am not. I'm just saying all you women are talking shit to me. No, a little bit. No, all I'm saying is like be accountable for your fucking actions. Just like I'm accountable right now. I'm dealing with some stuff I got to be accountable for. A lot of women aren't accountable for their fucking actions, and that's a fact. And y'all can come at me all right. You know what? Because facts matter, bitches.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. You know what it is. Listen, we'll be back here tomorrow. 3 p.m.
Nicole said she hates me. I love her though.
It's a love-hate. There's a thin line. Here's the thing. We'll be back here at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow.
I will not. Again, I will be in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas.
Okay, well, we're going to draw solo for you.
Okay, we're going to draw solo, but make sure that, in fact, let me rock out with that real quick because we're going to get up out of here. I'll be in Vegas at the Mariposa for the culture. 7 p.m. It is on South Decatur Boulevard in Las Vegas. I'll be there tomorrow. And then this weekend, I'll be at the Bourbon Room. Yes.
Defending
comedy. So, I'll be at the Bourbon Room Sunday, June 18th. And I also will be at the Improv June 17th in the Lab and June 17th. So I'll be in Vegas tomorrow, but then I'll be back the rest of the week.
You know what it is.
See how it goes.
Savage AF, man. Listen, stay black if you are black. Do that.
Yeah, do that.
Be black if you are not black.
Yes, don't do that. Don't do that.
Keep your finger out your nose.
Do it.